Welcome back, guys. Today we are back here, you guessed it, in Epcot for actually day 2. We're going to pretend it's day 1, but day 2 of the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. Let's get inside and see what's new. I almost forgot. It's been a while, but let's roll that intro. Looks like we got Cinderella out here meeting over at Epcot International Gateway. That's certainly somebody you don't see out here very often. I really thought that I saw Minnie Mouse when I came in, or Daisy Duck or somebody, but she's gone now, so maybe it's made that up. There's no telling. First, I think we're gonna head over to France and pick up a baguette. Always wanted to get one, just never got around to trying it, but here's our first look at one of the Flower and Garden Festival banners featuring the bee. I don't know his name, I forgot. Orange Bird and that little bee there are, of course, the two mascots of Flower and Garden, kind of what Figment is to Festival of the Arts. One of the boats around here just came flying underneath that bridge. You can see the wake behind him, like drifted around the corner. I've never seen that before. I think that's just like the Lake Patrol people, but it's still crazy how he came in hot. And here we are in country number 1. We got our first look at some topiaries. Up first, Lumiere and Cogsworth. James, this one is for you. Cogsworth. James and my mom get it. Nobody else does. They look really nice. Good detail as always. I think that these are all old ones, not necessarily anything new. Oh, Cogsworth does move as well. That's so cool. I think that the only new topiaries that we have this year are going to be Moana and Maui. I think that Pua and Heihei are also there with them. But over here on the corner, just back behind the fountain, we have Belle and the Beast. Let's come up here and get a closer look at them. Lots of people taking pictures over by these. Not too unexpected, but Belle and Beast here. I'll try to get back behind them so we don't get in their picture. Beast looks great. Wow. So cool, so much detail that goes into these things. I've never been in this little gift shop here back in the back of France. I think this is actually the exit to the Beauty and the Beast sing-along show. At least that's my guess here, definitely a theater exit. But some neat merch in here. And then back behind there's the bakery, and they even have a little indoor seating area here. Never knew that existed. Always cool to find new areas in the parks that I haven't been to. Look at all these delicious snacks down here. Got all types of sandwiches and croissants. Of course, the baguettes. It smells amazing in here. And look at all that. Those are real, right? I think they're real. Sorry, my camera has had kind of a tough time focusing today. I just had a software update, iOS 18.4, I believe, so hopefully that's not going to be an ongoing thing. Oh, there's our baguette. I can't wait. We also got some macaroons. I know Elena would be all over those. They have all types of different macaroons here. Those are the only ones on this side, I think. Some more croissants, all types of little, I don't know, not puddings, but that stuff. Cookies, more macaroons down there. So cool. Okay, I have successfully retrieved the baguette and Sprite, which is weird. I can't remember the last time I drank Sprite, but it's good. Country number 2 for the day here is Morocco. Next set of topiaries are some Muppets. Looks like we got Miss Piggy and Kermit back here as well. Oh, Kermit's on a bicycle. So cool. Oop, hold on, sorry. There we go. Got some luggage under Miss Piggy and Kermit on the bike. And country number 3 for today is Japan. Over here in the garden area out front of Teppan Edo, we got our next topiary, a nice little dragon here. This one's really cool. This one I think is probably my favorite so far. Of course, the very top part isn't all flowers and succulents and stuff, but all throughout here is very nice. Like I said, I think this one's my favorite. Right up here, actually, if you remember, that is where we watched the New Year's Eve fireworks 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we were here on our first solo trip to Disney World, watching the New Year's Eve fireworks. Country number 4 is, of course, the one and only American Adventure. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there are any topiaries here in America. Not to my knowledge, at least. We'll double check around the corner here. But I believe our next set of topiaries is going to be just on the other side, over in Italy. And as you can see through the top of the trees there is some scrims going up in Italy. They're doing some construction on that, like the main big tower up at the front. The scrims have been up for quite a while. but I believe that they just started going vertical on them all the way up to the top there. There's those scrims in construction I was speaking of. This entire front tower here. Is it a clock tower? I don't really remember, to be honest, but it goes way up there, all the way down. It's a big old block. It does look like we have Lady and the Tramp back there as well, so let's go check them out. And it looks like I was right. Our two topiaries back here are Lady and the Tramp. Beautiful, like a flower planter here around them on each side. I like Lady's hair. I mean, I guess it's all technically hair, but you know what I mean. The top part of her head looks really cool. All types of beautiful flowers out here as well, going all the way around this center little garden area where they sit. Such a beautiful festival. I'm not really a flower person, but man, it does look pretty. And Epcot smells good throughout the entire festival, so that's always a perk. And over here on the back side of Germany, right in front of the water with the view of Spaceship Earth, we got Snow White and Dopey over on this side. So cool. This one's very nice. Her face does look a little creepy though. Not really sure what's going on with that, but other than that, it looks good. And then over on this side, we have the remaining 6 dwarfs. I'm not going to try to name them all. I honestly might be able to get them, but we'll try. We'll try. Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, and Sneezy. I think that's right? And then Dopey's over on the other side. I think I did it. I'm proud of myself. Okay, coming out of Germany here, I have secured the goods. My mom made it very clear that I should not return home without these goods. So I got them. It was a trek. Finally found them over here just in between Germany and the refreshment outpost. But we made it. I can relax now. No, just kidding. Not that serious, but she really wanted them. So we got them. Alice in Wonderland ears, by the way. The Flower and Garden ones, if you're wondering what they were. Also, I have discovered that in America there was a topiary. It is Tiana. I assume back there by where the Christmas tree normally is, but did not see her. And I don't really want to walk all the way back around to America. So Tiana will have to wait for another day. Into China we come. Country number, I don't even know anymore. But we have some panda bears out here. These ones are cool. Just simple. Nothing too fancy. All playing, cubs are playing down below with Mama Bear up top. I thought it was Winnie the Pooh at first, but that wouldn't make much sense for him to be over here in China. But like I said, nice, easy, simple one as we come through China. Next up is going to be Norway, I believe. Yes, Norway. Should have Anna and Elsa and maybe Olaf over there. Let's go see what they look like. Arguably some of the most popular topiaries here for Flower and Garden are Anna and Elsa. Got a nice blue dress back behind Elsa as well. Can't really see it on this side. We'll try to look at it over on the other side, but these ones look great. Also lots of details on them. Let's get on the other side, see if we can see Elsa's dress. Here we go. Here's a bit better view of Elsa's dress here. Just some blue cloth with some snowflakes going down the back. Looks great though. These might be my favorite so far. Either these or I don't even remember what the other one I said was my favorite. These ones are cool though. And just outside of Mexico here, we have our Coco topiaries, Miguel with his guitar, and Dante up above. I believe last year Dante actually moved. I think it's a different Dante topiary than last year, but I'm pretty sure that last year's moved. But he does have all types of cool colors on him, so we'll give it the pass. Also, a lot of these topiaries, or at least some of them, one that we'll see later, lights up very beautifully at night. So we will definitely be back sometime at night to see what they look like. Unfortunately, I do work tonight, so won't be able to see them tonight. But we'll be back soon to take a look at all the lighting effects. Our next topiary is found over here at Port of Entry, just outside of the gift shops. Just a nice little simple butterfly. Definitely an icon of Flower and Garden here. Yellow flowers. Nice and simple. And over here in front of Port of Entry are the Madrigals. Once again, not going to try to name all of them. I haven't seen the movie, I'll tell you that much. But I have met the actress who voices her over there. What her name is, I'm not too sure. But I had her sign a Lorcana card of mine of her character. She was very nice. These ones are very cool looking too. The detail on Mirabelle there is very nice. I know Mirabelle, I know Antonio, and that's about it. But they do look cool. As we come into Future World here, we got the Fab Five, Chippendale, Minnie Mouse, Mickey, and Pluto up top. These ones are a bit iffy in my opinion. I'm not really sure if I like how their faces look there. They almost look screen printed, if that makes sense. But Pluto looks really good at least. I like Pluto. But Mickey and Minnie and Chippendale, they're a little iffy. I like the kite, that's a cool touch. Pluto's got the sunflower collar around him, that's kind of cool. That's neat. Another new addition here for this year is Phineas and Ferb. I say new, they've been here in the past. I think that 2014 was the last time. Funny story. So they have added some flowers over here on top of Phineas's hand. That is because if you stood over on this other side, it looked like he was holding up a certain finger. He was not. He was holding up his pointer finger. But that is funny that they kind of corrected it. But these are cool to see. And right here in the heart of World Celebration is the heart of Epcot, Figment. Right here in the middle of the garden, finally gives some life to this area. We have our lovely Figment Topiary with some pink flowers back behind him. His eyes look a little cuckoo as well, but he's a special little fella. We let him do his own thing. Very cool to see. Looks like they do some lights on him as well, so that way he lights up at night. This isn't the pretty lights I was telling you about. Those are over on Moana, but we'll get there in just a second. First up, we're going to head over here to World Discovery for a few others over on this side. And for our first stop in World Discovery here, just outside of Connections Eatery, we have Donald Duck over here. I think that we actually looked at him a couple of vlogs ago. Out here with his gardening tools, got a little bumblebee up on his forehead. Neat to see all types of little garden stuff. Here's this little bee fella again. Once again, I really don't know his name, but he has one, I promise. And then over here on this side, we have the three nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Also with some gardening tools out here. These ones are really cool as well. I'm not going to say they're my favorite, because I'm pretty sure I've said that about 3 different topiaries today. But very neat, very neat. Let's head over towards Guardians for the next one, I believe. Actually, just right across the pavement here, we have Baby Groot with his Greenhouse Mix Volume 1. I don't believe that he has spun at all this year. Last year, the top of the mixtape would spin. I don't believe he's been spinning this year at all. This one might actually be my favorite, if I'm being honest. I might be a little bit biased until we see the Moana one at night at least. I've seen videos, and man, that one looks cool. And of course, over here we have Test Track. They've been hard at work on Test Track. They've had quite a few workers out here lately working on this canopy and such. Just glad to see that they're working hard to get this thing open, so we're not left in a situation like what we had with Tron. They of course do have their showroom cars out here out front still, but this canopy, they've been working on this canopy for quite a while. It looks like we've got monorail, I can't tell you what color it is, silver maybe coming from above? You can see at the end, monorail black, monorail black. But yeah, let's hope Test Track opens sooner rather than later. And for our last World Discovery Topiary here, out in front of Mission Space, we have Buzz Lightyear. Quite a fitting place for him over here outside of Mission Space. Lots of detail on him as well. He's got his Space Ranger emblem, a couple of buttons here. Nice. Not as good as Groot. Definitely not as good as Baby Groot. Came over here to check out the queue at Guardians, posted 80-minute wait. But as I walked around this corner, I realized this Star Blaster is looking rough. That Florida sun has not been kind. It is very faded. Hopefully, we can get it some new, what am I trying to say? Hopefully we can get this repainted here in the near future. I wouldn't think that it could take too long. Just a little bit of yellow paint there, get that thing touched up. But look at this extended queue for Guardians. Pretty much the entire outside extended queue here is used. Not quite all of it on the left, but as you can see, they did get umbrellas set up on the right side over here. I don't believe that these were there when we were here for opening day of the standby queue. But 80 minutes is the posted wait time from this point if you are curious. We are not going to test it out today. Like I said, got to work later today, so don't really have time for that. I cut through Connections just to get over here towards World Nature, and as you can see over here on this side of Spaceship Earth, the walls have dropped, which means that you can now exit both sides of Spaceship Earth through Project Tomorrow. I was interested to see if this was going to last until the Spaceship Earth Lounge opened or not, and it seems that is not the case. I'm not really sure what the work was that they were doing over here. Maybe something in the flower bed here, maybe just some electrical work, because right up there is where the lounge is going to be, right behind those black curtains. And over here, right at the main entrance of Epcot, we have the stars of the show. Moana, Maui, Hey Hey, and Pua, the newest topiaries this year, who look quite beautiful at night, and hopefully one day we can come out here and check them out. But got Hey Hey and Pua down here, and then Moana, of course, with her spear, and then Maui up there with his hook. Looking great. And the sand, there's actual sand here below them. I don't know if you can tell on camera that it's sand, surely you can. But definitely cannot wait to come back and check these out at night, because these are definitely the highlight of the show this year. Okay, now let's head back over towards World Nature and check out the last two over there. First up for World Nature here is one of the newest Disney movies, one that I quite often forget exists. Aisha and Star and her little goat friend. I don't remember her name, his name, I don't even know. But they do look very pretty, I'll give them that. Her hair looks great, and the star up top, definitely another one that we'll have to come back and check out at night. Looks like some nice fiber optics up there on the star. Let's take a quick little break from Topiary's here and check out the infamous Communicore Hall. Of course, for Festival of the Arts, it was actually quite nice. We had the Disney Broadway showcase in there with all the props and costumes from Broadway Disney. But now it is Flower and Garden. Let's head inside. I believe that they opened up the food booth is back in here, so I'm assuming some dining tables, lounge areas. Oh yeah, this is actually quite nice. The lighting's nice, quite tropical. Got another topiary in here, and we have Epcot Farmers Feast is going to be the food place here. Much bigger than the one for Food and Wine, I believe. But we are back to having lots of tables in here. Unfortunately, much to my displeasure, the pavilion logo banners are still gone, which is quite upsetting to see, but there are banners back, so that's nice. But here in the center, we got the bee topiary. I've got to figure out this guy's name. I'll figure it out here in a little bit. Honestly, I will give this Communicore Hall a solid 8 out of 10. Very nice. Nice, calming, relaxing. Like I said, the music, the lighting. Looks like we also got some little models here of each of the topiaries. Phineas and Ferb, Figment, and Bo Peep, Anna and Elsa. This is kind of cool. I like this. Exiting Communicore Hall here, we have our last two topiaries of World Nature. First up here is Lion King, Simba, Rafiki. That's about as much as I got. Simba, Nala, right? Nope, just kidding. I don't know. Simba and Rafiki, those are the two that I can tell you. I'm not much of a Disney movie person if you haven't figured that out yet. And last but not least here for World Nature, Woody and Bo Peep. Just outside of Imagination here, fitting location. Woody looks nice. We saw the Bo Peep model over there in Communicore Hall. I like Woody's hat here, looks cool. And then Bo Peep over there and some sheep down below. 3-headed sheep it looks like. Not really sure what's up with that. Okay, now another break from topiaries as we head over into the butterfly landing. Let's go check out the butterflies this year. Okay, let's head into here in the butterfly landing. Of course, a staple of Flower and Garden here, all the butterflies here in the botanical garden. Can you call it a botanical garden? I don't really even know what that means. I just know that I've seen that a lot. Lots of butterflies in here. So cool. Just a nice little area to come and stroll through. Kind of quiet in here, a little bit relaxing. Don't want to talk too much. Let's just walk around, soak in the vibe. Got some cocoons over here as well. Getting ready to hatch. Hopefully should be out by the end of Flower and Garden. Not really sure how butterflies work, but I don't think it takes that long. So cool to see. Another one that we've looked at in previous vlogs here, we got Goofy out here blowing some dandelions. This is another one that looks beautiful at night. And of course, this whole area that they fill with flowers. All outside of this water here on either side of the bridge heading towards World Showcase from former Future World. The flowers out in the water. So beautiful. And it smells so good over here. Anytime you're around all these flowers here, it smells great. Quick break from the topiaries here. Had to stop by World Showcase for the new, sorry it won't focus, but that's all you're getting because I only have one hand. The new peanut butter soft serve. Our first topiaries of the UK here. We got Bambi and Thumper and that little fella. That's what we're gonna call him. That little fella, Thumper, and Bambi. I'm so good at these Disney names, aren't I? They look cool though. Once again, I like just more of the flowers down below. That's what's so pretty. And just outside of the UK here, between the UK and Canada, we got Captain Hook. This is a big one. He's very tall. And then Peter Pan over on this side. And then just adjacent to them over here is TikTok Croc. Let's walk over here and take a look at the old crocodile. He's pretty cool too. He almost looks more like Lewis. If he wasn't over here with Peter Pan and Captain Hook, I might think he's Lewis. But I guess Lewis also stands on 2 feet usually, so that'd be a giveaway. But I believe we have 2 more sets of topiaries. and then we will have completed everything. Just over here in the UK. Let's go see what those last two are. And right out here in front of the stores of the UK, we have Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore on this side. Tigger looks nice and out here doing his little walk. Pink nose, Piglet sitting on top of Eeyore. And then just across the walkway here are the last two, Winnie the Pooh and Rabbit. Is Rabbit his name? I think that Rabbit's his name. I think that's just his name. Pooh's got his balloon up there. Rabbit's got carrots. Very nice. And our final topiary here for the 2025 Flower and Garden Festival is Tinkerbell. She's got a whole little fairy garden down here below her. You can see some of the lights twinkling right now. I don't remember if I vlogged this one last time I was here, because I do set these up a little bit before Flower and Garden, so this has been up for about a week. But this one also sparkles really, really nice at night. The Tinkerbell looks great. All the fairy garden homes down below. Quite a beautiful one to end out our day on. Well, with that is going to be it for our first video of the 2025 Flower and Garden Festival here. There's definitely some other stuff I still want to do. Come back at night and check out a lot of those topiaries. A few other food things I want to try. But as I said, we're on a bit of a time crunch today. So we'll be sure to be back. I'm actually heading home for about a week. So this video is going to come up while I'm at home. But as soon as I get back, we'll be back here at night. Check out the new shows on Spaceship Earth and check out the topiaries. But that's it for this one. Have a good one.